Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing my first story time video on my channel. I'm going to be telling you guys about the time that I almost got scammed as a nanny. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so this story takes place a few years ago, like in 2016, 17 kind of time. I was still with my daughter's father and we had all just moved to Texas. We moved here to be closer to his family, and they were, going to help us with the baby and everything while we tried to get our own place and get settled and whatever. So he was working and I was staying at home with the baby full time, and it was boring. I was bored out of my mind, and I got to the point where I'm just like, I'm tired of being at home. I want to go out. I want a job basically. So I decided, why not try to be a nanny or, a babysitter kind of thing. I wanted to find a job where I could take my daughter with me. So something that was pretty easy. I'm good with kids. I had a kid, so why not do nannying, babysitting, right? Sounds like a good idea, right? No, it wasn't. Originally, when I started looking for a job, I signed up on care.com. Now, care.com is this website app that lets you create a profile, and then you can go on and apply to jobs that families set up. So on the profile, you'll put your experiences with caring for kids and things like that, how much you want to make an hour, how far you're willing to travel, things like that. And then families will actually post what they're looking for. So they'll post how much they're willing to pay, how many kids they have, and things like that. And then you go and you apply to the jobs that the parents post. So I was just applying to a bunch of random jobs. So I get a message from this lady. She said her name is Mrs. Black. And she's just like, hey, I have this friend named Miss Tom. Her and her family are moving to Texas soon, and they need a nanny for their son. I saw your page, and I, wanted to, pass along your contact information to her. So can you email her? And I'm just like, yes, I can. I need a job ASAP. Of course, I'll email her. So I email Mrs. Tom or whatever, and I'm just like, hey, your friend contacted me on care.com. She, gave me your email and said I should email you. So what's good? So you got a job for me or not? It's basically what I'm asking without asking. So then she emails me back and she's just like, oh yeah, we'll be moving to Texas soon, and I don't even remember how old she said her son was, but she said she had a little son. He was like a baby. He was a few months. She's like, oh yeah, I have a little son, and we'll be moving there soon. And she basically was asking me get to know you kind of things, about my experience and how much I'm wanting to make an hour and things like that. Now at the time, I was only asking for $10 an hour. Keep that in mind. It's going to be important when we get to the rest of the story. So we're exchanging emails back and forth, asking, talking, getting to know you kind of stuff. She asked for my phone number, email address, my phone number, address, things like that. At the time, I'm just like, okay, it's typical stuff. I'm going to give you all this information, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So then it gets to a point where she's like, hey, I'm going to send you a check with an advancement to basically secure your position with us. And I'm just like, what? You're gonna pay me for work that I haven't done yet? That makes no sense. But okay. And I was being very naive. I'm just like, okay. So she's just like, I'm gonna send you a check with $400, and then there's gonna be extra money, and I want you to give it to our contractor or something or whatever. So now the red flags are kind of going off in my head, and I'm just like, you're giving me money for work that I haven't done, way more than what is my asking for. So she wanted me to work 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. 4 hours a week, Monday through Friday. I'm not that good at math, but that definitely doesn't add up to $400. And why are you giving me money when I've done no work for you? Makes no sense. So then she's just like, I'm gonna put extra in there and you're gonna give it to like the contractor or somebody like that. I don't exactly remember who it was, but like, we're just gonna call him a contractor. So he was supposed to like take the rest of the money and buy like groceries, toys, appliances, and things for their house for them when they move down here. So she's just like, I'm gonna mail you a check and then I want you to deposit it into your bank account, and then you keep the $400 for yourself, and the rest you're going to transfer into his account so he can buy the stuff for us. Excuse me, what? So not only are you paying me for work that I haven't done, but you're sending me extra money and you want me to transfer to this random guy's account that I know nothing about? At that point, all the red flags were just going off. Like, they were all going off. And I'm just like, what? Huh? No. So then I told her, I was like, I don't have a bank account. I mean, I was lying because I did have a bank account. Who doesn't have a bank account nowadays? But I was just like, oh, I don't have a bank account, so I'm not going to be able to deposit the check. Just trying to like see what she says or whatever. And she's just like, oh, you can go make one. I know I can, but you can do your own work. You can, like, if you can send me a check, why can't you send him a separate check? Or why can't you deposit the money directly into his account? It literally all makes no sense. So the check eventually comes, like the check, she basically sent the check like before we even had the discussion about the check, because it got there like super quick. And mind you, I have given her my address in the beginning because we were doing the whole like get to know you thing or whatever. So the check gets there. The check is almost $4,000. So I'm just like, nope, 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 nope. This is all wrong, all wrong. And remember, I told you guys at the beginning that at the time we were living with my ex's family. So I told his mom, I told her about the situation, and like I showed her the check and everything. And she's just like, yeah, that's suspect AF. Do not deposit that check. So then his mom like tells his sister and his older sister, and she worked at a bank at the time. And she's just like, yeah, it's a scam. Like, don't do that. And apparently there was like something going on where like not necessarily guys, but like people were trying to secure like these nanny positions or whatever, or like they were trying to provide these girls with these nanny positions, and they sent like large checks and wanting them to deposit them into their bank account and then clear out their bank account and do some kind of like fraud scamming kind of thing. I don't know, it happened years ago. I don't even remember the whole ordeal. But at that point I was just like, yeah, no, I'm definitely not depositing this check and I want to send it back. So I emailed her and I'm just like, yeah, I'm not comfortable accepting this check. I'm not comfortable with having to deposit money into somebody else's account that I don't know. Can I send it back to you, basically? And she's just like, oh, I'm sorry that this couldn't work out. I really wanted, you to work for us, and I really had faith that we would work out, and blah, 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 trying to guilt trip me. And I'm just like, girl, bye. You're not about to scam me. No, ma'am. So I'm just like, is there a way for me to like mail you back your check? And she's just like, oh no, well, we're going to be in Texas in like a week. So just keep it until we get there. And I'm just like, I don't want it. Like, I don't want this check anymore. I don't want it, period. So I'm just like, can I like take it to the contractor and he can still buy your stuff? Can I can I mail it back to you? Like, I don't want this check. Get it out of my life. And she's just like, no, I'd just be more comfortable if you just kept it until we move down there. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm not gonna argue with you, lady. I'm gonna keep the check. So I keep the check, and then a week or so goes past, and they're supposed to be in Texas. So I email her and I'm just like, hey, I know it's whatever date she told me she was gonna move. I still have your check. Can we like make up come up with a time and a place to meet so I can give it to you? No response. Zero response. Like, she literally just ghosted me, and I literally have not heard from her since. And it's been like 4 years, and I haven't heard from her since. So yeah. Actually, I think I might still have the check. Let me go see if I can find it. Okay, so I kept the check all those years ago because I was really nervous about like them, like I kept it originally to give it back to her, but like after she ghosted me, I just kept it because I don't know, in my mind I thought like I was gonna get in trouble or something, or I don't know, I just kept it like just in case. Like I don't want anybody accusing me of like trying to spend it, or I don't know. So I kept it, and I actually do still have it. It was a cashier's check for almost $4,000 freaking dollars. And I also have the packaging slip. I'm just gonna cover my name and my address. I don't exactly remember where she told me they were moving from, but the address on the packing slip and the place that she told me they were moving from, two completely different places. Like the packing slip says Michigan, and she told me like Wisconsin or Colorado or something. I don't know, but I just remember it being weird that it came from Michigan, and she didn't say that they like it was two completely different places. So I'm just like, what? It's weird. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching my first story time about how I almost got scammed as a nanny. Let me know in the comment section down below if anything like this has ever happened to you before. Like, I don't know, people are crazy, things are weird. Like, this whole situation was just, I don't even know. But I definitely have like more stories about people trying to scam me. Like, I literally worked for a call center that was scamming people. When I was like trying to find a new job one time, there was this guy who was like posing as like the head of this company, and he was trying to scam me too. I have so many scamming stories, guys. So if you want to hear any more of those stories, also leave a comment down below and let me know if you want to hear those stories again. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.